Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing Kaiserreich, unsurprisingly. But we're going to be playing as Ireland today. No real reason, just because that's kind of who I was interested in playing today. So, I don't know exactly what path we are going to be doing in this campaign. I have not quite made up my mind, so we can kind of, figure out it while we're going on there. Which path we're going to follow? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Definitely not this one, because I believe that's isolationist, which is not what we're looking for, obviously. Probably Germany, if I had to take a guess. I don't think we're going to be going for the Internationale, at least not in this campaign. Irish economic advancement aid, political question of the day. Religious direction. I mean, how long would this take? Choosing our friends. I like to do that pretty quickly. I am from Canada. I think we're going to go... let's actually begin the Irish economic advancement age. We'll get all of our basic stuff going here. Research speed, instruction, and the efficiency cap. Do not replace this. Please go to the second option. Free civilian factories. So we are at 228. Could be better, could be worse. Go Reichspakt, you gotta kill the Union of Britain. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna go Entente or with the Reichspakt, because invading England just seems like a good idea. So let's probably go with, let's say, one factory in Ulster, at least for right now. Dockyards will just be 2 convoys. I'm assuming the Irish Navy is not fantastic. 6 boats. Yeah, not great. We do not have an air force, and we have 5 regular divisions. So Ireland is really not in the greatest of shapes. And what are you? 80 combat with, but you're all militias, which is not fantastic. You are 18 with, like, what's actually the comparison here? Yeah, they're basically half as good. Cavalry division and a little bit of tank. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to place these militias immediately with troops that are not hot garbage. We'll delete this for now. Everybody under 1 field marshal. And just guard the ports. I'm really not too sure what else we would do with our army, at least right now. Yeah, just discard the ports for this exact moment. Why does Anton sound like the bad guy in Kaiserreich, at least to me? Not too sure if they're necessarily the bad guy. State of the Republic in 1936. After countless years of arduous rebellion and withering oppression, British rule, the Irish people have won their freedom and their country back. But as one enemy was vanquished, another rose in her place, perhaps yet more dangerous still. Michael Collins sits in a reluctant dictator, eager to defend the independence of his nation at any cost. His political enemies are many. As the 1937 election approaches, Ireland is a powder keg and there's only one matter of time before it explodes. 25 political power. What's the, one smart thing to do for Kaiserreich Ireland? I mean, I'm all ears, for sure. I finally have actually got a Nightbot to do something here, which is nice. Okay, Kerensky has been shot. Really not a surprise. And we probably see... Look at, like, one guy here. Let's say this cavalry division. We'll just get the naval invasion plans going. We not have naval invasion tech researched. Apparently we don't have that researched yet. So for right now, you're just going to hang out in Dublin. We'll train, let's say, 2 regular divisions of infantry. I mean, our manpower is kind of bad. You love the Japanese campaign? It's good to hear. Make sure you open your markets up early before the Great War. What are our laws right now? Civilian economy, export focus, limited conscription. Of course, we want to get rid of civilian economy as fast as humanly possible. The problem up north. Ed Carson, a former leader of the Union Party, died last year, aged 81. He was an extremely divisive figure whilst alive and fled to England when Ireland gained her independence and took back Ulster. He was particularly reviled outside of Ulster for his persecution of the beloved Irish poet and author Oscar Wilde. His memory has been venerated today by loyalists in the north of Ireland, who held up a memorial service in Belfast with several leading members of the UUP speaking in his name. The memorial attracted quite a crowd, showing that Carson still has power even in death. His specter is looming over Ulster, just as the tension and threat of rebellion loom over it as well. Can Ulster have a rebellion? Then volunteers to HOI when the time comes. My specs for my PC, they are on my Twitch page, twitch.tv/Antswam. They're listed in like one of the descriptions over there. I should probably put the description somewhere on my actual YouTube channel as well. Will you do a transmeter series? Eventually, yes. I don't know when, though. Yeah, establish a financial and industrial capital as early as possible. Where is that? Okay, it's right there. Does it actually say what it does? Create an international business center in Dublin. Fair enough. Because Ireland, we definitely need some industry. 11 factories is not going to cut it. So let's see. We get a little bit of steel. Construction speed, radar speed, aluminum. Do we need all of these or just one? One of the following. Expand the EIC and have more than 30 factories. I would love to have more than 30 factories. Increase immigration. Cabinet factory output plus 2% really is not great. Okay, that gets us to +5. I'm actually surprised how vague the Irish tree seems to be. Navy focus game. I'm not too sure how much we can really build up the Irish Navy. To be completely honest, I think we're just gonna have to piggyback off the Germans and the Entente for the most part. So right now we have 2 naval factories, 2 naval dockyards. We could start making like some kind of shitty ships. Research speed. An extra research slot's not bad. Yeah, I think we definitely want to keep going down this tree, though. Agriculture and industry. Multi-population, I don't think is that great. Factory repair speed plus 2.5%. Doesn't seem that great. The Great Green Leap Forward. What else do we have here? Political question of the day. Available when the future of Ulster is once again up for debate. Uniting a nation. Yeah, I'm surprised because most of these don't say what they do. Defending America. I mean, we could join up with the Kaiser pretty quickly. Not that I don't even know if we really want to do that immediately, though. Dealing with our enemies. And a trade war. Nah, we definitely want to go to war with the British. Not right away, obviously. A lot of the focus give effects based on decision by event. Are you thinking about another campaign? Well, right now, I just have 3 campaigns going on. We got the Greek campaign. We have the Japanese campaign. And then this is going to be the 3rd campaign. So we'll have Ireland. We'll have Greece. We'll have Japan. After that, I'm not too sure exactly what we're going to do. I was thinking doing a campaign as MacArthur in the United States. The Ottomans, maybe. I know they're having a rework soon, so I'm not too sure if I want to do the Ottomans now or wait until they do a rework. And other than that, I'm not too sure. Maybe go back into China. Australia, I think was also a possibility I was thinking about. But we shall see. Or Portugal. They're also here. The Black Mondays hit Ireland. On the 3rd of February, German stock market collapsed, plunging the world into depression. Ireland has relied on the trade with Germany and its sphere of influence since the British Revolution, when we declared ourselves a republic and cut our ties to the British Empire. The crisis had a severe effect on the Irish economy as Germany and other European trading partners have been hit by the crisis. Many scramble to find solutions, most parties proposing either Irish economic development or maintaining stability while the German economy recovers. More radically, the Anglophile National Centre Party advocates abandoning trade with continental Europe and opening trade with the Entente, often making speeches tinged with anti-German rhetoric. The syndicalists have also begun to advocate revolution, claiming that the crisis is proof of the failures of capitalism. We got Black Monday. That's a pretty bad modifier, all things considered. Is there anything specific to Black Monday? It doesn't really look like it. Other than I'm assuming just kind of doing this tree more and more. 2 military factories is not bad. Civilian and military conversion costs plus 500%. I mean, that's a pretty large penalty, but I don't think I've ever actually have done the conversion. So that should be fine. Growth. Cap and output. Find a production area to focus on and increase costs in exchange for higher output. Or some flexibility. Probably... Yeah, probably definitely do heavy industry focus, I think. And then we'll... Not too sure we'll do for our industry focus. Quite yet. The Netherlands? I was thinking of the Netherlands. At some point as well. Okay. The DAO considers the economy. With the passing of the Irish Economic Advancement Act, the IEAA, a commitment by the Irish government for a rapid and complete overhaul of the economy has been made. Stipulated in the Act, the government must now decide on the annual focus to improve the economy. Michael Collins, President of the Republic and leader of the Fine Gael, as well as Frank McDormand, the National Centre Party, believe that Ireland should focus on building up an industry as quickly as possible. A syndicalist coalition led by Jim Larkin argued that giving power to the worker unions is the best way to increase national productivity. Lastly, Sinn Féin suggests a focus on mainstream industrial research and development. So let's see. Construction fee was 5%. Research plead plus 10%. Or factory output and efficiency plus 5% each. I mean, I would like the political power. Construction speed's not bad. But we don't want to go syndicalist in this campaign, so we'll stick with Collins here. What a get out of gameplay as Austria. We did do an Austrian campaign already a few months ago, I think. I'm not too sure exactly when it was. But we have done Austria somewhat recently. If they get an update, which I think there's like some rework in that whole region, hopefully at some point coming out, we'll probably give them another look. But probably before we do an Austria campaign, we'll probably do a Hungary campaign. If they eventually update this whole thing. Which hopefully will happen at some point soon. Hello, GamerGeek512. Do an Empire of Brazil campaign. We've already done that one as well. I think in like January? Or maybe December? Trying to remember exactly when that was. Bohemia campaign. Does Bohemia have a focus tree? Typically, I don't want to do countries that don't have focus trees because generally are a little bit less developed. Longer campaigns, they're too quick. We have played the Cold War mod. I know they're making a Cold War mod in Kaiserreich, like Krieg or something like that. I'm not too sure when that'll actually come out, or if it'll even ever come out. When's the next episode of Greece coming out? It'll come out tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or is it the series that goes about 2 o'clock? Or it even might be the one that goes about noon. I will check. It'll go up tomorrow at I think it's noon. Yeah. So every day at noon, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. like Socialist Iran. That was also one of the ones I was looking at. I think they could be interesting to play with. There's a lot of countries still that I want to explore in Kaiserreich. Because Kaiserreich, it's got to be the best Pathfinder 4 mod available, I would say. Other mods are up there as well, but people don't watch them as much. Equestrian War, I think, is a good mod, but typically nobody watches that one. Hey, everybody just being born. 20th anniversary of the 1916 Easter Rising. 50 political power. Can I now not be civilian economy anymore? Yes, go to early mobilization. Thank you very much. Okay, Najik has fallen. Cuba. It really is just like what order do I want to play these countries in? Because at some point, I would imagine I will have eventually played every single country in this game. You want to restore Byzantium. I don't believe you can actually do that in Kaiserreich, like at least officially call it that. But we are definitely doing the expansion into Turkey. I'm not too sure when that'll happen in the campaign. So I recorded some more today, some more Greece today. We're getting closer to war with the Ottoman Empire, but I'm not too sure. It'll probably end up around the end of this week, maybe, is when it'll happen. 5 more days, we can begin some industrialization. Hopefully they don't need that much political power. If they do, we might have some issues. Vitalize the North is 1 free civilian factory. Construction speed plus 2.5%. It's not fantastic. I am surprised how modest some of these upgrades are. Okay, the IFI initiative. The government has ordered the extensive funds to be made available to the rapid industrialization of our nation. Too many Irish men and women are without jobs. Many British-owned factories were closed down when Ireland gained her independence, and since have fallen into despair. Ireland's industry lacks any real focus or direction, despite the population being eager to get ready to work. What do we want to do? Over time. It lets the government decide how much of an investment. A normal amount, a significant amount, a major amount. Yeah, no, definitely a major amount of industry. Please and thank you. All the industry, if we can do that, would be nice. Maybe we'll just end up getting some pop-ups. I'm not too sure. You're from Greece? Why are you not going syndicalist? Because I want to invade the English. That's mostly my justification there. When do the British actually try to do something with us? Yeah, the show of force. I don't know how long it'll take for them to actually do that. Buffs are small because they nerfed the hell out of Ireland. You could become a superpower before. What's everybody else doing? Deploying a National Guard. Nothing too surprising there. Bail out the Junker Estates. So nobody's doing anything too surprising quite yet. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Looks like you guys probably are not going to join the... Finland's probably going to join the Reichspakt. Sweden's probably going to join the Reichspakt. Norway can either go Entente or International. They actually might be able to go to any faction still. Hello, Nicholas. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. What path are we going? We are going for the Reichspakt alignment and then just invading England. So it's 1936. What are we looking to research? Do I think we have any artillery in our army? I don't believe so. Probably not going to go for any artillery stuff right now. 1918 support weapon seems okay. Our industry is just really bad. Not in a great spot. You're from Czechia? It's cool having like an international audience, like people just from around the world, all coming together to watch good old-fashioned Kaiserreich here. So we're looking at 32 more days, so we can revitalize the north. Hopefully get some more industry here, because right now we're at 11. How long until you are built? November of next year. That's quite a while. We still have our Black Monday. Is this dated? The answer is no. I'm not too sure what actually gets rid of Black Monday in our focus tree here. 50 political power. You can get like 100 political power by aiding with the Kaiser right away. Access treaty. We definitely want to join the Reichspakt. Will you intervene in the American Civil War? I don't believe we can. Oh, shit. Well, when's my autosave? Is it too far back? Because I did not see what that pop-up said. Autosave, it was literally right now. So, we're kind of just out of luck. I don't know what that said. Very disappointed. But I don't believe we can join the American Civil War. You need a certain amount of divisions. Get an alliance with America if they survive. I did see that. I believe that's probably what Ancestral Ties is. But don't you need like 20 divisions before you can actually send troops anywhere? I know you can kind of cheat it by just building a bunch of really, really small divisions. But we'll see. If the United States... I mean, the thing of, like with MacArthur, who I'm assuming you alliance yourself with, kind of sucks in the American Civil War. Assuming it is a four-way. You might just get a two-faction Civil War, which is pretty easy for the United States to win. At that point, we might think about just aligning ourselves with the Americans as opposed to the Germans or the Canadians.